Alright, we're in the Clifftop Links tournament. I'm playing my 99 account. This account's got some low-level clubs in it. So not much here. Hasn't played anything past Tour 4 and just working the clubs in Tour 4 until get some of these Tour 4 clubs like the quarterback and the Saturn up to really good usable levels before moving on to Tour 5. It's really important when you're going up with the account is don't get in a big hurry, because you're just diluting your club card pool when you go up really fast like that. So it's good to stay at a tour when you're first starting in order to get your clubs up to get those clubs in that tour up to a usable level before you go to the next tour. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook. Golf Clash Notebook. I was shot a practice round earlier in my practice account. So I'm not sure in this account with the big topper that we have. I'm going to try it with a Titan and see if I have enough, if there's enough curl and side spin on a Titan, because I don't have any kingmakers in this account, to get the ball to come over. Now, if I can't do this with these lower level clubs, then the shot is just to come out here and then come at it with a long iron. But the farther out here you can get, the better, because you want to get so that you can engage less of this hill. So you draw that line over where you're barely engaging the hill and you're kind of on the flat part of the green up here. You want to be somewhere out in this area in front, so kind of getting a little bit of roll when you come into this, instead of just hitting it straight out here and ended up in this area, but trying to get some kind of roll down it so that you end up a little bit more down here is going to give you a better shot in. So if you don't have the stuff to get it out here, and you're doing this straightforward shot, I'm going to come out high and use curl to bring it down lower in that pocket. But I am going to bring, hold on, I am going to bring here, let's switch this up. I'm going to try it with a big topper. I want to see if that's possible. And my big topper is at level 3. I actually hadn't upgraded it. I had the cards to upgrade it to level 3. I upgraded it to level 3 just to pick up the 15 top spin, or excuse me, 15 accuracy. And it added on some curl. So this lower level club doesn't have a lot of curl and not very accurate, so you're going to have to hit the shot really good, and then coming in with a 2 side spin ball versus a 3 side spin ball is going to make a big difference. I want to bring my most accurate short iron, and a Kingfisher can get the job done in this account. And knowing your numbers. So the reason I'm using a Kingfisher, and a Kingfisher, I'm going to keep using this until I get a short iron that's more accurate. I'm only interested in accuracy when I'm looking at short irons. Very seldom do I ever engage topspin. When I'm coming in with a short iron, usually it's like 1 backspin. If you need a much bigger backspin club, then you'll probably have to switch to a Thorn or something that's got more backspin, but we can get this done with this club, and we're looking for that accuracy. I may be in my Firefly range, and if I'm in my Firefly range, the thing about a Firefly is it's great up close, but when it gets out in distance, it's not a really accurate club. So at 39 accuracy, let's say 40 accuracy, at 50 accuracy, it'd be 2 per ring. So it's about 2.2 per ring. Let me write that down here. Wedge is a Firefly, and it's 2.2 per ring at max club. And I don't think I have anything more accurate. The dart's questionably more accurate, but the ball guide on the Firefly is definitely helpful. The down and 1 is a novelty club that you're never going to use. If you ever see anybody out there with a down and 1 and they're trying to do a chip-in shot, you got them. You got the advantage. I do have a few balls that I won these firework balls just from that QR code that was out there, and that QR code, I like the concept, but it's sucky, because unless you know people around you, there was a few people that were streaming QR codes and you could go on there and get some balls, but unless you know people in your town or got a buddy or you have alternate account, you're looking at very limited opportunity to pick up balls. So the people that have multiple accounts and multiple devices, they're going to get more balls than people who don't have that stuff. So let's go out on hole number 1 and see if we can get over and see what it looks like. So hole number 1, I'm gonna do a little bit of a wind adjustment. When I say I'm gonna do a wind adjustment, I always do a wind adjustment. But when we're adding on, I will add on a little bit here just because of the inaccuracy of this club. I want to make sure that if I hit it great to the inside, great to the right on this shot, that I don't end up in the rough up high. And I'm not sure I can actually even achieve that shot. If we put all the topspin on it, let's see. I mean, we're barely clearing out here, barely clearing. I'm gonna try it. Just to give it a look and see what the deal is. So it's 2.7. That leaves me 1. I'm gonna do about a ring and a half pull, just a little bit extra. I'm gonna put all of the curl and a little bit of overpower. Hitting it perfect. And see if there was enough on there to get me off on the other side, and there was. So even with low level clubs, you can still get that shot done. What's tricky is that setup up there at the top is you really have to be careful. And when we look at distance wise, I was far enough up that I really didn't put any overpower on there. It was maybe half of rubbing up against the nubs, just a little teeny bit. So my opponent with an extra mile at that level, that's about a little less than a 2-ring pull. So they must be going for the straight shot. And they hit it good to the right. If you're going to do that shot, you need to put curl on it in order to bring it more towards the fairway. Okay, so I'm in my Kingfisher range. Let's see where my minimum, I'm at right minimum club here, so I'm going to engage just a little bit of backspin. Just a couple backspin just to woe it up. I want to start just a little bit to the left of the cup. I have found that I need to be just a little to the left of the cup. At minimum club, it is 2.6 per ring, so that leaves me 7. So that's about a ring and a third, ring and a quarter. And then trying to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look at it. Give myself a look. In the hole and out of the hole. That would have been a good shot to pick up. Close. Close. No cigar. This tournament looks like it's going to shoot like what you're looking for is a -12. That's like the minimum score, and that's assuming you can pick up the eagle on hole number 3. That's the variable one. So if you come here and you get a birdie, and you go to hole number 2 and you get a birdie, and the eagle on hole number 3 is a must get. And so if you've got lower developed clubs and you can pick up some shots, the key is when you first start is don't look at it. Yeah, I picked that up and I can afford to lose a shot. You can't afford to lose, and oh my gosh, this is going to be brutal. Brutal. This is why you do not want to end up on that hillside. You want to be pin high or to the left of the pin. So if you can pick some of these shots up, don't look at it as, hey, I picked that up and I can afford to drop 5 or hole number 3. Everything you pick up, you've got to hang on to so that at the end of the round, you're up those shots. You don't want to think of using those shots as covering your butt for ones that you messed up. So if you have opportunities like that to get the ball in the hole to pick up that shot, you really need to capitalize on those. That was a good look at it right there. Little teeny bit more backspin just to woe it up. And part of the thing there is when you first start, it's your lower developed clubs. One of the biggest things on your clubs that you will gain as you get better clubs is not distance and not side spin or top spin, back spin. One of the things that will really improve your clubs as they go up in level is the ball guide. because ball guide right there, I would have been able to see where I was at and see that I was going to be a little bit long and been able to tighten it up a little bit. Now I do need to play in this account because coins are an issue. And we're going to do very little adjustment here. I don't have any topspin to play with, so I'm going to have to live with whatever the club's got. I'm going to come forward just a bit. I usually like to be down there with my white ring, so it's 1.3 per ring, so this is about a 3-ring pool. And just playing it nice and easy. We don't want to be long here, that's for dang sure. And hit it great to the left. And that's about pin high. That's about where we want to be. We want to make sure our distance all week here is the key. It does not take a lot of adjustment here in order to get this done. Now this club doesn't have any topspin, so I had to move it forward a little more than I'd like to. So if you've come in here with a thorn or a hornet and they've got a little bit of topspin, you don't have to get way down up against that rough area down there. I see a lot of people come here and they clip the rough. Now this wind is helpful because if you're off to the left or right, you make a bad wind adjustment, it's not pushing you towards that rough. But I'm still a big fan of never being that close to a transitional surface. I'm almost always 2 rings off of a transitional surface to give myself some breathing room. And that's exactly why right there. Why would you risk that? You know, good game. Good luck in the tournament. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Clifftop Links tournament in the Monday qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.